All right, guys, as you probably know by all of the videos circulating of people looking absolutely ridiculous on the street, the Apple Vision Pro has been released. And prepare yourself, guys, go ahead and show the two-shot because Saagar just got his in the mail.
We're here.
Here it is.
We're ready. How's my pass-through? Can you guys see my eyes?
No, we cannot. We can't see your eyes at all. We just see the reflections of like our cameras and stuff.
You know what's great? I can see all of you. I can see you all be digitally rendered right here in front of me. I got my laptop screen over there. I've got some fun stuff going on over here, but I've still got the studio.
What does it feel like on your head? Like it seemed like it's pretty heavy.
It's a bit heavy. Yeah, I'll be honest. I think that the most comfortable. So I wore it for a couple of hours yesterday. It just literally delivered. I was actually on the phone with you whenever it arrived. I wore it for a couple of hours yesterday. After 3 hours, I was like, okay, you get like kind of a red area that arrives on the forehead. So the best way is if you're on the couch and you're just kind of leaning back a little bit.
So it's like resting on your face.
It's amazing. It's just totally amazing.
Okay, yeah. That's even makes it even a little more dystopian that we're all just gonna be laying on our couches in another world in these things.
My favorite thing, and I saw, Krystal, I'm curious what you saw, is a guy who had an infant who was napping on his chest. And he's like, usually I can't watch TV because I can't use my hands. So he had his Vision Pro on and he could watch TV. But we'll get to that.
God forbid we just be like present with our loved ones or enjoying the moment of your precious baby sleeping on your chest. I can't say I've seen any favorite things. I've seen lots of things I found very disturbing and dystopian. And also, it's like, for me, this thing fits in this weird space of both being kind of dystopian, but also kind of like ridiculous and lame, but you can try to change my mind.
I'm
Let's go
change your mind for sure.
Saagar did record a video, but first I want to show you some of the videos that have been circulating of other people out in the world using this monstrosity. So here we have the dude who got the first one.
Yes.
Being cheered.
Cheered as a hero, which he is. He is a hero.
I wonder if he really used that or if he's going to resell it. Because the resale's got to be a lot. Here's someone who is skateboarding down the streets of what appears to be New York City.
That's Casey Neistat. He's a YouTuber.
Oh, for real? He's reviewing it?
He's very popular.
That looks terrifying. Here's a guy, this is even more terrifying.
This is a true hero.
Who's doing, he's in a Tesla, self-driving.
Yes.
So his hands are not on the wheel. And he was like, I don't know, clicking.
He actually
There's a guy on the subway who's clicking and people, you know, doing their thing, and he just looks kind of like a goober because that's what you look like when you have this thing on, as we can tell from Saagar others.
Oh, I'm not so sure about that. I mean, look at me over here. I mean, I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah, you look really cool there.
I'm looking here. I'm on my computer.
So Saagar, where do you put this in turn? You know, there's people like myself who were like, this just seems like another way to have more screens in front of your face, not particularly revolutionary. There are other people who think that this is like groundbreaking. This is going to be the whole new thing, new era. Where do you fall on that spectrum? What do you find to be the most sort of like, I don't know, revolutionary about the technology?
So for me, this is just V1 of the future. I love gadgets. So my dad and I were Google Glass guys, like just so people know, you know, like we had Google Glass.
You are those guys.
Yeah, we're freaks. All right, so we're one of those. Now the real reason that I bought this and wanted to use it and cashed out some Ethereum just to be able to buy it was specifically because I thought this is the best piece of enterprise tech that I had seen yet. So Oculus, which is the Meta Quest headset that they have out there, that one is much more geared towards gaming, and I'm not a gamer. I don't particularly care. But what I do love about this is entertainment is secondary to me for the enterprise application. What I mean by that is my sheer ability to be able to do work wherever the hell that I want to. I recorded a video actually here on the Vision Pro at home showing everyone how I was working on my monologue yesterday and kind of the cool setup that I had literally while I was sitting on my couch in my living room. Let's take a listen. Hello, everybody. I am coming to you from my living room. As you can see, I want to give a little demo of how I would use the Apple Vision Pro. This is quite literally what I am doing right now. First, I want to show everybody one of my coolest and favorite things about this thing, which is called the environments. So currently, I am fully immersed now in Joshua Tree. So as you guys can see, I literally was just there. And even though I'm in my house, I swear to God, I feel like I am right there. And you can see a little bit of the pass-through that's happening here right now. So what I have here in front of me is actually the script for my monologue, which I'm writing. I can do some editing. This is fully functional with my laptop keyboard, which is right in front of me. If I want to watch a little bit of Apple TV, I can have it all right here, as you guys can see. And then here, I've got what you can use in terms of YouTube for Safari. This is just on the browser. As you guys can see, I'm like scrolling. We can look this way, etc. If you guys want to get a little preview of the
actual, like the keyboard and all of that. You could see here, you get the keyboard that pops up right here in front of you. It's actually really, really cool. So for me, this is just the ultimate desktop experience. I've got full 360-degree vision everywhere I look, as you guys can see with me, even though I am right here. I'm also using the optical insert, so I don't even have my glasses that are on me right now. So anyways, that's why I love this thing so far.
There's my video, Krystal. What do you think? You're not a little bit entranced by it?
No.
I mean, just sitting there.
Okay.
You have the biggest desktop in the world. You can do anything. You got this, you got this, you got this, in front of me.
I don't need more things to disconnect me or my children, by the way, especially my son.
I would not like kids anywhere near this, I will tell you that.
From reality. Like, I already have enough ways to disconnect myself from reality and be constantly distracted by work and Twitter and YouTube and whatever. So, and then also, you know, I mean, some of the videos I saw one of this dude who was, you know, it's like, oh my God, I'm using the maps in Apple Vision Pro and it's actually amazing. And you see the vision of what it is, and he's just like walking down the street and the map, instead of being here on his phone, it's just like, oh, it's right there. It's like, that's not revolutionary. It just makes you are even more disconnected from your surroundings and even more in your own bubble and have exactly the same access to tech that you already had on your phone. So no, I'm not excited. I'm the opposite of excited. I am anti-excited about it. I'm sort of like dreading the possibility that this thing could take off and we all be even more sort of like remote and distant from each other.
Here's the case I would give. The case is that at the very least, Apple is not committed to quote unquote virtual reality. They're committed to augmented reality. The idea being that I can see you, I'm interacting with you right now, but I can also click this button and I can throw, like, I've got my text messages right now that you can't see, but that I'm literally like throwing up like
but that's
over
terrible.
Here and I can look up.
Like, when you're with someone, you want to be able to talk to them and like see their eyeballs.
How many times do you go out to eat and you see what are two people who are sitting across doing? They're sitting on the phones already.
Right, and that's
people
terrible.
Are already
that's
in their
bad.
phone.
We shouldn't be like, let's do that more. Let's just put it like right in front of our eyeballs instead of having to surreptitiously like check.
I think it's better. I think it's better.
Faux pas.
I can be here. So look, this is V1. Like, it's going to be a lot smaller. 3 to 5 years from now, think about iPhone 1 versus iPhone 4. It's a completely different change. Again, I would say that the enterprise application of this is amazing. Now, just in terms of the sheer tech, the first time that you see something appear in front of your eyeballs that was been placed there through is insanity. I can barely describe what it feels like. It's like magic. Honestly, it feels like magic. The first time that you open it and you put it on, the hello that usually comes up on your desktop screen flashes in front of your eyes. I was taken aback. I was like, oh my God, you know, you've seen video and all that, but it's difficult to comprehend. So, I mean, listen, we're already in a world of tech. We're already addicted to our phones and all of that. This is just what the next jump could look like. I would be much more in favor of the augmented reality, the spatial computing that Apple is doing, which is an extension of your already existing ecosystem and or work, as opposed to fully going Ready Player One, like living in a different world. So for that, I think that this accomplishes that quite well. And I mean, if you're a video editor or if you have something that you want to get really up close with, it's really useful. I mean, I'm telling you, like, I had stuff right in front of me and I was trying to, you know, look at a video, actually the one that I shot, just frame by frame, just to see what it would look like. I can't imagine, you know, for the guys who work on our show, the ability to like zoom in with your hands, it's just like Minority Report. It feels like Minority Report is actually real. So, I mean, I think it's really cool. I definitely think that 3 to 5 years from now, when this tech is fully deployable, it could completely replace both the laptop computer and the television. So, I mean, then you have a combined thing. Also, I have a flight later today, so I'm actually really pumped to try to actually use it on the airplane. So the downsides, I would be remiss if I didn't give the downsides. It's heavy, let's be real. Also, this dongle battery thing, it's annoying because you have to put it in your back pocket, and it's only got 2 hours. So it costs more money if you want to buy extra. The other thing I didn't realize is that, you know, when you download a movie or whatever on your phone, it's like 400 megs. On these, they're like 4 gigs because you have to be able to throw it up in a full 1080p or 4K HD, like a 100-screen TV. So the hard drive on mine, I got the cheapest one. It's like 256 gigs or whatever. But I mean, honestly, if you're trying to download content, you're going to need a hell of a lot of space for something like this. But overall, I mean, listen, you know, for a first try, it's a risky device, and I like that. I think it's cool.
Mark me down as a hater,
right.
a skeptic.
Well, you haven't even tried it on yet.
I'm already a hater and a skeptic. I'm going full, like, get off my lawn on this one.
That's good. Listen.
Listen, just my view. every technology comes with pluses and minuses, right? This is so much of an advance, so much, there's so much benefit to this. And even it has massive drawbacks, some of which you're talking about in your monologue today, as a matter of fact. Right. So you always have to weigh, like, do the pluses outweigh the minuses? And who knows, maybe I'm just not creative enough to imagine the possibilities of it. But the idea of like, oh, I can multitask better, or I can be more consumed in my work, or I can be more distracted while I'm having a conversation with people right in front of me, that benefit does not outweigh the cons of increasing disconnection, increasing like insularity, increasing, remoteness from the actual real world. My personal view.
Well, listen, Krystal, whenever you've done a multiple FaceTime call and you're all just hanging out together in your VR, it feels like you're right there. We can all go visit Joshua Tree together and we don't even have to go.
Isn't that lovely?
It's
or
a
you
joke.
could
It's
actually,
you should visit Joshua Tree.
You could actually touch grass is the other alternative.
So anyway, thank you guys for sticking with us. This was a fun review. We will, what's next? Oh, see, I can look right there. We've got media next. See, I can still read.
See, he's not even connected to our show right now. He doesn't even know where he is or what comes next in our show.
Here, I'll pull it up right here. There we go.
Anyway, all right, we're going to take a second so Saagar can take these ridiculous things off of his face, and then we're going to talk about what just happened on Fox News. Hey guys, if you like that video, go to breakingpoints.com, become a premium subscriber, and help us build the best independent media organization on the planet.
That's right. We're subscriber funded. We're building something new. We want to replace these failing mainstream media organizations.
So again, to subscribe, it's breakingpoints.com.